Hello everyone. So far we have been working in Jupyter Notebook, but there are many options which we have available in Jupyter Notebook, and we usually struggle to do some sort of things. For example, moving cells up or down, copy pasting the cells, writing the markup, etc., etc. Like writing markdowns, not the markup. Okay, so in this video this is what we are going to cover. If you're someone who have been working in Jupyter Notebook, then this is something which you can start directly. If you're someone who is looking at the Jupyter Notebook for the first time, and you don't have a Jupyter Notebook set up already, then I would suggest you just spend few minutes on this particular video. Link will be provided into the description section. In this video you will get to know how to download and set up the Anaconda and Jupyter Notebook. All right, so moving forward, here it says we are going to start absolutely from the scratch. Okay, so Jupyter Notebook, like that is just a platform where you can which is based on IPython. IPython is nothing but the enhanced version of the Python itself. Okay, so this is based on IPython, and we use this to write the Python code, write and execute the Python codes. It comes very comfortable with, absolutely comfortable with the beginners and even for the advanced users. Okay, so we are going to see many of the things into this, so just stay tuned. Let's start from the scratch, absolutely scratch. So first thing which it says is launching Jupyter Notebook. So how can we launch the Jupyter Notebook? Let me see how many windows I already have opened. So I think I already have opened two, so now I just closed it. Now to open that, what I'm going to do is I just opened up the start menu, and into this I need to write Jupyter Notebook and just hit enter. So this is what I'm going to get. So this happens post installation. So here when I open it, I already had the browser opened, so it opened up into the same browser. So I'll just click on this, hold and drag to take it separate, to make it separate. Now this looks quite small. I'm going to increase the zooming of this. So this is done. We are done with opening up the Jupyter Notebook. Now into this, let's see what all are the components that we have over here. So this is the file tab. Over here you see three tabs are there: file, running and clusters. So in file you will get all the files and folders stored in the same location where you have the Jupyter Notebook installed. Now this is upload button, which I will explain you later in the video when as we progress. If from the new window you can just choose Python 3 or whatever comes over here. We just need to ensure that this is what we are choosing, right, to write the Python codes. Okay, now here we have the refresh button. These are the tabs, these are the segments which has been given, which you can use to sort the data, right? So for example, if I click on last modified, so like you can see it just changed the sequence. So the oldest file which I have is this, which was 3 years ago. Now when I click this, here comes the newest file which I have, this notebook guide, etc. Okay, if you want you can sort it on name as well, and if you want you can sort on the file size as well. So I'm going to keep it on the time, last modified time, recent to older. Okay, now this is done. Let me take you, let's see what is the next point we got. Okay, so here comes rename and save. So first of all, so this is the window. I assume that you have understood it now. Now let's just go into new, click this, and when we come back over here what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the window where we can do the coding, right? So for example, I'm saying import pandas as PD, right? So I'm done with importing the pandas. Now you see over here it says untitled 81, so you can rename this. To rename this, what you need to do is bring the mouse pointer on this and click on that. Just type any name and click on rename button. If you want, you can find this rename thing in either of these menus as well, and you can do that rename. I find it very easy and simple. Just click on this and say notebook tour. All right, done. So this is how we rename and save it. So to save this, you can click on this save and checkpoint. The moment you save this, here what you see is checkpoint. You click on save button and you see over here, note over here. Okay, so that's how we can save and checkpoint the things. This is done. Next, what we gotta have, execute a piece of code with having new cell below and without it. Okay, so here we have the code, right? Let me execute another code. Import numpy as np. So to execute this code, you can simply run, click on the run button. Other than that, see over here, let's come over here. So here it says run cell. To run the cell, any code, you can click control enter, you can press control enter as well. So let me just click this. I just executed it, the code is executed. Let me put some meaningful code. Okay, here I have already written a piece of code so that I could save the time. Now to run this, what you can do is click on run button. So this is executed. If you want, you can also do this thing. You can do alt enter. When you do alt enter, what it does is it runs the cell, and along with that it gives you a new cell just below that. Okay, now if you want to just run this but do not want to insert any cell below that, you need to do control enter. Either you do control enter or go in cell and click on this button, run cell. Okay, then there is another item which is, let's say here let's say I have to execute this particular code. Okay, but after executing this, I want it, so to execute, I want to execute but I don't want to insert any cell, right? So I just need to do control enter. You should notice this number also, it numbers change the many times you run a code, it change every time, right? So looking at this, you can say how many times the particular code has been executed, right? So it does not gives you the count for one specific cell but overall run. For example, you see over here it says 15, here it says 19, right? So you can you can analyze that. Okay, now what I was telling you is, for example, I want to run this but I don't want to insert any cell below this, but I want that Jupyter Notebook selects the next cell. So for that you need to do shift enter. You do shift enter and it is selected. So this is how there are three things: you run but do not enter anything, you run and enter one blank cell, and you run but select the below one, right, after execution. These are the three things we just learned over here. Next thing which we have is execute a piece of code having, we are done, cut, copy and paste the cells. So for example, this is the cell which I want to cut from here and want to paste it below, right? So I just need to select over here. You don't need to click over here. If you have clicked over here and if you want to do cut, copy, paste using the shortcut, that's not gonna happen. Let's see if that can happen using the menu cut cells. It says yes, we can do that. And now you want to paste it, so just go in edit and you click on here, it says paste cell above, paste cell below, etc. So I'm going to paste cell above, so here I just pasted it. Okay, if I want to paste it below, I can do this also. So that is done, right? What is the shortcut? So let me again do this. From here, to cut it from here, I need to select this. From keyboard you can just press X, that is it. And wherever you want to paste it, come over here and just press V. So it is pasting below that, right? Whatever cell below you want to paste it, just press V. So it is pasted. If you want to paste it above, you need to go in over here and see paste cell above. For that you need to press shift. Okay, let me cut this from here and I want to paste this cell above this one. So for that I need to do shift V. It is pasted over here. Excellent, isn't it? So this is how you can do the cut, copy and paste of the cells, right? I just hope that it was clear. To copy this, you just need to say normal C, just press C, select the cell which you want to copy and press C. I just did that, and over here, come over here and here I did paste. Now you see, to paste it, normal V, to paste above, shift V. Okay, I just hope that it is clear to you. Next topic is cut, copy multiple cells and paste it. So for example, let's say I want to copy both of these two cells, right? So how do I do this? For that, the first thing is which we need to do is select multiple items. So for example, let's say I want to select all these three cells. So how can I do that? Click the first cell, right, and hold the shift key from your keyboard and till the point where you want to select it, just go and click on that. Done. Now if you want to cut this, just cut this, and if you want to paste it below, just paste it below. You see, we are done. So to paste, you need to use V. To cut, you need to use X. To copy, you need to use C. If you want to select multiple items and copy that, click the first item, hold shift key from your keyboard, and then click the last item, right? So this is how you can select and cut copy multiple items, okay, in Jupyter Notebook. Now let's move ahead and let's see what next we got. Move cell up and down. All right, this is also going to be very interesting. So for example, this cell, look at this cell, okay, I want to move it up. So here is the up arrow. You can do up, you can do down. If you want to do this using keyboard, let's see if we can do this cell. We don't have shortcut to move it up and move it down, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so to move it up, you can click this button, and move it down, you can click this button. Okay, that's how you can take the cell up and down. So let's take it down. So it is going down. If you want to take it up, just click up, it is up. Okay, so now I just hope that it is becoming clear to you. Next one which we got is insert cells above or below. Okay, so for example, let's say this is the cell which we have selected. If you want to have a cell, blank cell inserted above, you go in cell and click on cell insert, not in cell, insert cell above, click on this. And if you want to insert cell below, go in insert and click on insert cell below, right? I will just delete this and I'll try to show you using the keyboard as well. So if you want to know what is the shortcut, how to do it using shortcut, come back over here and you see here it says A, alphabetic A, and B. B to insert below, A to insert above. Now come back over here, select the cell. To select the cell, you need to click in this area, not in this area. Okay, click over here and from your keyboard press A. Now you see it, we got a blank cell at the above. Now if you want to insert below, just select this and press B, and you see it came below, right? So this is how you can do that, insert cell above and below. Now let's say I inserted certain cells above, right? Now I want to delete this. So to delete this, select this, go in cells, and you see over here if you have anything to delete. No, you don't have it. Now over here, do we have it? Yes, here. So you can click delete cell. Other than, what is the shortcut? So for shortcut, I just need to press D twice. Done, done, done. So you see, this is how I can make I can delete any cell. If you want to delete multiple cells, select all those cells which you want to delete and then delete them all. Now the next thing it says Markdown, right? How do we do the Markdown? So like you can see, this is also a Jupyter notebook, but the way it is written, it doesn't look like codes, right? This look like plain text. How can we do that? So we can do that over here as well, right? So let me do over here. I'm going to insert some blank cells. So over here, now if I write this is pasting Markdown down, right? If I run this, it is giving the error because Jupyter is thinking that it is code, but this is not code. So we need to tell Jupyter that this is not code, this is Markdown. And for that, what you're gonna do is, here you see this window, you need to come over here and say Markdown. So now when you hit enter, it is not giving you an error and it is writing you as a plain text. Now you can do the formatting of this also. If you put single hash over here and press space, now you see this is looking quite big. If you want to make it smaller, so let's say I'm going to say this is main heading, this is main heading. So main heading we always have bigger, quite big, right? Now if you want to make it smaller, the little small, if you want to write, put double hash and say subheading. I can write subheading. Oh, I need to convert it again to Markdown, right? And let's see the size is little smaller. So if you want to make it more small, you need to put more number of hash, right? This is done. I'm going to say done. Let's make it Markdown and run this. You see, oops, so not this many, I think 4, 5 is the maximum one, right? Not 5, but the 6 are the maximum one. So you run the, you do this, this is the smallest one, right? So starting from 1, if you put 1 hash, you're gonna get this big size. If you put 6 hash, you're gonna get this kind of size. Now if I want to convert it back to the code format, then I again need to come over here and see code. This is done, right? If I want to again make it markdown, I can again make it markdown. I just hope that it is clear. Now what is the keyboard shortcut to make a markdown, right? So let's say select this, and from your keyboard press, you should notice over here I am pressing M from the keyboard, and you see it is changing. It changed markdown. Now if I write anything over here, this is testing the shortcut, you see this is markdown, not giving the error. But if you write the same thing over here, this is testing, it's going to give you the error, you see, because this was the code window and this is the markdown window. So markdown cell we use to write certain notes, etc. So I just hope that it is pretty clear. Now you see this is markdown. If you want to convert it back to the code, so you need to press Y for yard from your keyboard, Y for yellow, right? So you just do that, and here is what you get. If you again want to switch to mark, press M for mango. You see, you got it, and hit enter, control enter. So this is how you can play with the markdown. Next thing, it says commenting. So many of the time it happens when we are writing the code, we need to write the instructions. So in that case, what we can do, for example, here I'm going to say import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, import seaborn as sns, so many things, right? So this all will be executed. But what exactly that I'm doing over here? So for that, if I wish to make certain, if I wish to write some certain comment, or then what we can do is come back over here, put one hash key from your keyboard and write whatever you want. Importing the initial requirements, right? We got that. So you see, this is how you can write the comment. You just need to put one hash key. Now if this is the code and you want to convert it as comment, what you need to do is come at the beginning and put one hash key. Now this is the comment. If you want to uncomment this, you can just remove the hash key from beginning, right? This is done. The shortcut to do this is just select the line which you want to convert into comment, and from your keyboard press control and /. That is it. You're done, right? You see, this is how we can do the commenting. It's very simple. Next point which we got is toggle line numbers. Now you see over here, let's come back over here, and over here you see line numbers. We're gonna say toggle line numbers. So in this we would have, I guess this is the one, just give me 1 second. It must be in view menu. Yes, toggle line numbers, view menu, right? So come back over here and toggle line number. So you see, now you can see over here, let's look at this 1 2 3 4 5 lines of code it is indicating, not lines of cells. If you want to remove it, again go into the view menu and click on this. That's gone. Shortcut is Shift L. You press Shift L, you're gonna get line number. Again press the same thing, that's gonna go away, right? So it is coming, going, coming, going. So you just need to do Shift L. That's it. I hope it is clear. Next, download notebook as .py. So let's say now we are done with writing such advanced code. For example, many of the time you would see me saying that I'll put this thing into the description section. So for that I need to download this program as Python script so that you can use that in some other for your purpose. So for that I need to go over here, go in download, and there are many formats in which you can do the download, right? So I usually click on this Python, which is for which the extension is .py. You can also put it as PDF, right? And there are many other formats, right? So let me download it as python.py. It is downloading and downloaded. Now this is available in my download folder over here. If I click on show in folder, that's where you can see it. Here we have the notebook tool, okay. Okay, so this is how we can download the program. Now let's say if you have certain program in some other location, whatever programs that you see over here, those are exactly where I have the notebook. If you want to use some programs from a different location, you can go on upload, right? And from upload you can choose any of the program, let's say this one, right? And click on open, and here it says upload. Now we got this opened, right? We got this program over here. You see this is .py file, but if you see over here that this is .ipynb, which is notebook file. So if I click on this, the program is going to look a little different. This is how it is going to look like, right? Because this is .py file. So now how to convert this .py file into the Jupyter format? If you want to understand that, let me know into the comment section. I'll make a next video on that. Until then, happy learning. Wish you good luck.